Hello, welcome or welcome back to the Oracle Light Tarot. It is not a coincidence that you are here, that you found this reading. It never is a coincidence. I'm just going to get started. I honestly don't have a clue what energy is coming through yet for your reading, so we'll just tap in here straight away. I think I'll pull some words from my word box. Please forgive my voice right now. I'm sick and I have like a sore throat, so I might sound a little funny, but I'm okay. I'm gonna sip on my coffee here to warm my throat up. Okay, I'm gonna pull from my word box here. Whatever you see, whoa, get that cord in the way. Whatever you see that stands out to you, just know that that's for you. You want to see it. There's so many words in this box. There's not a coincidence. Whatever comes through for your reading is meant to come through for your reading. Only take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. Don't try to make anything fit, or create any kind of storyline. I feel like if it fits, if it's for you, it'll make sense to you. Okay. This is something I want to pull right here. I was hitting on the edge already. Don't know what it said, but it was like kind of hooked over like this on the edge over here. What is the message? What is energy today? What would you like me to say and tell them? What is it that they need to hear in this moment? Black circle and a clear circle. I don't know what that's about. It's so divinely perfect. This creation energy. That's what the circle is. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even realize how bad my voice sounded this morning. Belief system. Strategy. Yeah. What's your belief system? Vision board. Oh, you're creating. Creation. I think it had an A there. So it's probably like a line. Worth more than money. Wow. Oh, this vision board. This belief system of yours. The creation energy is worth more than money. Maybe you're trying to create some kind of financial prosperity for yourself. I'm going to pull some charms here. Strategy is in your vision board. This is very interesting. So I feel like because the A is missing on a line, it's like A, B, C, Step 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. So maybe that's something that's missing. You're missing the E's. Okay. The planes always represent like high flying energy, frequency to me. We have Saturn. So you're learning lessons. So there could be something about Saturn in your chart. We have a heart with an Xfinity symbol. Love. Like always connected to love, intertwined with love. We have a ghost here. So ghost energy could be like popping up. Why the ghost? It almost feels like floating. Like almost like as if it's not a ghost, but like someone has caught a hold of something, that's taking them higher. Higher states, floating. Allowing themselves to float. We have fish bones. The fish bones coming through as like the structure. What's underneath supports, gives shape. Without the bones, bones. Without the bones, we would look really weird, right? The fish would look really weird. It's what gives shape So there's something like that coming through that you could be doing, working on. You're doing something risky, taking a chance with the tiger. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay. So maybe you tried to do something. You tried to make something happen instead of allowing. Okay, so these are like some kind of lesson that you're learning with creation. Okay. You learned something from point A to point B that you were trying to align yourself with, but because we only have this piece to this other half align. So you're missing weeping willow, family sorrow. So something make you sad. Okay, so spiritual love. There's something about the energy of this flower, how the flowers come up just naturally, right? They come through naturally. They rise to the surface naturally. So there's something about allowing something to do its thing, to show up on its own. Danger, especially in money matters. So Spirit's like, don't waste your money if you're trying to create money. Dealings or relationship with a man. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. This could be you, or you could be dealing with somebody. Spirit's saying, don't lower your standards. I feel like whatever this is has to do with whatever you're creating. Be the flag going up the pole, right? Don't lower yourself down. Stand tall, stay vibrationally high. I feel like stay infused with this love. Spirit's saying. So you have this vision, okay, for yourself that you're creating. It's worth more than money. It's your belief system. It's the strategy. You could have been strategizing. And so I think Spirit's saying, don't worry, that's my part. My part is the strategy. Something about a baby. Birth, conception, a child, or enterprise. So this could have something to do with your work, with a child, with creating a child, with just any kind, just creation energy in general. Oh, and it's reminding me of the baby and the womb. When you don't see it create, think about how intricate, like the bones, like think about how intricate everything is when it's created, right? When God creates, right? We're not sitting there thinking about, okay, I got to make the fingernails, I got to make the fingerprints. This is what, I'm just saying in sense of creating a child, right? A baby in the womb. I don't think I gotta make this hair, I gotta make that hair, I gotta make this hair, I gotta make that strand of hair and that strand of hair, and the color has to be this, and the eye color needs to be this, and I gotta make all the eyelashes. I gotta make all the cells. You don't do that. Your belief system, right, is that God has it taken care of, right? You set the seed, right? You made the plan. Not the plan as in like, as in you planned it out. But you took the step and knowing, right, that it was going to happen. And spirit just does its thing, right? Not knocking the person who carried the baby, right? And created the baby. Not saying that you didn't do anything, but you didn't go and decide all the parts. There was a belief system. There was a truth, a mental clarity. I'm getting like Ace of Swords, right? Why am I getting Ace of Swords? Those just like a knowing. You knew it. There, when you find out you're pregnant and then you're like, okay, there's going to be a baby. All right. We have clouds, temporary problems. Take care, enemies working against you. The bad is coming off as like feedback. Okay, these are just whatever happened or whatever is you went through or whatever this, you lowered your standards or something. Okay, you lowered, I think you gave away your power by, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it's temporary power. We do that. It's like a wavering. It's like a back and forth. I'm seeing like one of those rocking horses. I don't know why. But like it's just like a back and forth. So you're learning. It's because the back and forth is coming off right because of the echolocation. So maybe you're speaking, this part of your strategy is speaking. And say you're creating your money or you're creating something specific and you're saying that to the universe. Hopefully you're saying it in like gratitude. Like, so if it's a certain amount of money, you say it's $500,000, you could be like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my $500,000. Oh, it feels amazing now to have $500,000. I'm so lucky now that I have $500,000 in my bank account. God, it feels good. So maybe you're giving like feedback. And you're waiting for it to like bounce. You're waiting for the feedback. So you're saying something, you're waiting for the feedback to come to you. Okay, and Spirit's saying you don't need to know. So it could be what you're saying. It could be what you're doing. I feel like what I just said is actually good. Like a law of assumption thing, like just keep repeating it to yourself. I don't think you need to go out there and make it happen. I feel like you can just repeat it to yourself, either to yourself or out loud or, This one's flipped over. So, fear, worries, or tense situations. It's giving that Ace of Swords again. And I want to see it upside down. Yeah, it's like, now when I made it like the Ace of Swords, which would be like holding it this way, right? Like the Ace of Swords and the hand. The hand is upside down. It's awkward. It'd be like holding it. It's like twisting your arm. It's just uncomfortable. Something like the way something's held. It's not being held right. It's also raining. Maybe you could have put yourself in some kind of uncomfortable situation, trying to bring something about, but it's just like awkward. So it's whatever you're doing with your hands. So something you're doing. Okay. So maybe you did something. Okay. I feel like someone's like, yeah. Okay, I get it. I messed up. Hills, obstacles to overcome. Okay, so you're going to overcome these obstacles. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So I feel like what It's like this dolphin jumping over. Up in the, it was like this water turned to clouds. He jumped so high. He's overcoming these obstacles. They're hills. They're not mountains. They're just little hills. Temporary problems with the clouds. That's what it's giving, coming through. And that's what I feel like this is what the gist of this reading is for you. Is don't lower your standards. Stay high vibrational, right? It says, see this dolphin up in the clouds where the sun is. Yeah, temporary problems. So you're I think something you did in the past was like, it was your decision. You don't need the bridge. You don't need the bridge. You don't need to manually like cross some bridge, Spirit's saying to you, because that's doing you like a disservice. It's like upside down faith, like something like that. Okay, I think that's what Spirit's trying to say. To stay high vibrational. I feel like that's what this reading is all about. We have pig and staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Beware of greed. So if this is about money, and the staff is giving like a shepherd, like a shepherd's staff, which they carry, maybe they would use to guide the sheep. Isn't it very interesting, like if you've ever seen a shepherd and the sheep, how many sheep there are, like so many out there. A lot, and how that all just works out. Wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. The song's coming through. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So beware. So it's like, so maybe you're kind of getting like ahead of yourself or a little lost, like a sheep would. And Spirit's just trying to like rein you in, okay? And saying, be careful. Like, you're gonna have your money. Let's not get off track here. Maybe, you know, you kind of like, yeah. Warning of you have a problem. Either now or in the near future. So like, so maybe you got a little lost. Older woman. And this older man. Or somebody missing. Yeah, maybe it's because it's giving like wise. Like advice. Yeah, I feel like it's just standing out as like wise advice. But warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Oh, and then also it's just making me think of the hand holding. So it could have something to do with what you're saying and what you're doing. And because it's a sword or a dagger, it's reminding me of like the throat chakra. So Spirit's saying, be careful what you say, what you do. Okay, I think that's what it's warning you of. Be careful what you say, be careful what you do, be careful not to get off track. It doesn't mean you need to really do anything. You're just in this worth more than money. It's your energy, your alignment is worth everything in the strategy for this creation energy, Spirit's saying. Yeah, I was going to say stay in that love energy, and this popped out. Love, deep affection, and caring. So it's like this caring, this knowing, this good feeling, heart chakra energy here. Just stay in love with what you're doing. Keeps you in focus, keeps you in flow. Allows that spiritual love here to rise naturally, to come about naturally. It's there. You don't see it like this, like the lily in the ground. You don't see it, but it's there. It's growing, and it comes. And lilies always come back every season. They come back. Like you plant the bulbs or the tubers. I'm not sure if they're tubers or bulbs, but they're reminding me of tulips. But they'll come back every season. Every season. And it's like, I know they come back every season. I have a bunch of these daylilies in my front yard. Like I said, I'm a gardener, so I'm always gardening. But they just come back on its own every time, every year, without fail. I look forward to my lilies coming back. I know they're there. I know that's their spot. I know that's where they'll be. I don't plant anything over it because I know that that's where my lilies are. The seeds were planted, and they show up. They spring forth on their own. So I feel like if you trust and believe, like this is the lesson with Saturn. If you trust and believe, like the bones underneath, it's the structure. It's hidden. It's inside the fish, right? So the seed is there. It's just trust. Know that it's there. It'll spring forth. It'll come up on its own. And I feel like that's really what you needed to hear. And I'm sorry it took so long. It's like at 22 minutes. That took so long to get to the end of your reading. And I apologize for my my throat chakra, but that could also mean something. Maybe, you have something going on with your throat too. I don't know. Maybe it's just the energy of speaking. Maybe there needs to be some type of rest, or I don't know. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.